Okay, so this is actually really easy. This is called a linear wipe. So basically what you do is you go ahead and you get your file set up, and then you go ahead and you can create, what I did was I created some smiley faces. There's that one, and you won't be able to see it until I get it. And then there's that one. So if you look at them both at the same time, there's that one and that one. There's a linear wipe. That's what you're gonna achieve by doing this. So basically, what you want to do is you want to leave them both visible. Um, Shape layer 3 is the red one. Here, I'll just go ahead and rename it now. Red. And rename yellow. Okay. So you have one shape layer. You're going to want to make sure that all of your shapes are on the same layers. It'll just make it a lot easier for whatever you're wiping. And then, anyway, alright, so then once you have that set up, you go over to, okay, so what you're going to want to do is you want to say you have your two layers here. You're going to want to, like, when you first have the layers, they're going to be like full layers like this. Oops. Full layers like this, you know? And this is a 15-second long animation, so you have them overlap by however long you want the transition to be. In this case, it's a 5-second transition, so when you're scrolling over it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's done. Okay, so you want this one to end at you want the very top one that's transitioning to the next one to end at the amount of time that you want the transition to be. So then you're going to go over here to your animation presets, and then it'll say transitions wipes. And then you flick that down, and then you look for linear wipe, and then you go over here to your very top layer, the one that you want to transition over to the next one. And I'm sure it'll work in reverse, but I didn't actually do it. And then drag that over onto that layer. I'm not going to do it because I've already done it. So once you drag that onto that layer, it'll pop up down here, transform. And then you don't have to really flick that down if you have it up here. So it'll say transition completion. So you're going to want to scroll your timeline over to the very beginning of the one that you're transitioning to, and you want to set this to 0%, and then scroll over, and then you set it to 100%. So basically what you're doing is you're telling it right here you want it at 0%, but by the time it gets to here you want it at 100%. And it'll go ahead and it'll add the keyframes for you, so you don't even have to like click anything, and just it does it. And that's it. That's it. Like literally, you press play, and there's your linear wipe. And you can do that with videos. You can do that still pictures if you put a picture in here or whatever. A couple of key notes though is it has two other effects. The wipe angle, like when it's default, it's 90 degrees. It's over this way, so that'll actually make it come in from the right side. So depending on which direction you want it to come in from, that's perfectly fine. But I like it coming in from the left, so I set it to the left. And it's got a feather, so if here now, I'll just save us some time on the video, but if you don't have any feather, it's just a straight line and it wipes and it looks really chonky. But if you go ahead say you scroll up to like 40% on a feather and do it. It puts a nice feather on it so it looks like it's blending across. And that is all. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and we'll see you next tutorial.